Oops. We bought that 27 unit, and then we did a lot of house flips in between. And then do you know Brad Sumrock? Have you
I
heard of
don't
him?
know him, no.
Okay.
I haven't come across
He's having a huge conference this weekend here actually in Dallas. So it's too bad you're not here. We would definitely invite you. We have an extra ticket.
Thank you. Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you're in where are you located again?
DFW area,
Oh yeah.
Dallas,
Okay.
Texas area.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's a good market. Yeah.
We joined Brad Sumrock's group, and then his mastermind. We were in that we've been in since 21, I
Got
think.
21, yeah.
Okay.
So, and the event they have this weekend, there'll probably be 1,000 people there, is my guess.
It's huge, yeah.
So, but
Yeah.
he's big. He's been doing. Dave Lindahl was doing the education since 2000. Brad Sumrock's been doing the education since 2010.
Okay.
And then Tyler he learned from Dave Lindahl.
Oh right, okay.
In like
Thanks for that history. I didn't know that.
2015, 2016, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, we've been to a couple of Tyler's pony show, whatever they call it, dog and pony show.
Yes,
yeah.
Pony shows.
He came to town, and we went to the little freebie. Then we went to the 3-day, and then we're part of Vina Jetty's group too.
Oh, you are good. Very
Yeah.
good. Okay.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yes. So we actually are in about 1,700 doors, but all of ours right now are limited. We're looking to buy another GP one. So we put a couple offers in, but haven't.
Okay. So you're saying you played the LP side, you're not on the GP side yet?
Yeah, we have been, well, we owned our own. That one we were the sole owners.
That was 27 units, and that was too small. You need to get over 60.
You need to get over 100, actually.
No, actually you don't. You can do well with over 60. You can actually get some really good deals out there, right in the 60 to 90 range. That
we just put an LOI in on one that was 62 units, I think. We put in just under 7 million.
Mhm.
Oh, wow.
See, the issue is, Jason Park has been pushing at a 10 cap.
Yeah.
We've had older buildings. We won't do anything older than 1978.
Right.
Nothing with a boiler or chiller.
Yeah.
It may have a new boiler or chiller, but it's all the piping. And I've done
Great.
plumbing.
1980 is my year. 19.
Yeah.
Mhm. Same reason, probably, right? Yeah.
Yes,
So,
exactly. Yeah.
and I know what's in there. We reline pipes and underground. We fix pipes underground. I know what's under there. I won't touch one. So,
I bought a 32 unit and I learned the hard way with the plumbing. It was awful.
Yeah.
Absolutely awful.
and all these people are still doing that.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
So-
I'm living in a complex now condo, and it's 50 years old, and they're having terrible water problems, and the condo the association can't afford to fix them. Just keep patching it, but it's gonna come a point, it's millions of dollars. Oh, this is a 77 complex, it's
Exactly.
And Jason Park's been looking for a 10 cap, which is great, but they're all old buildings, and the capex you need to put in just doesn't make sense on it.
And when it is 10 cap, you're probably distressed area
Right.
or distressed building. I mean,
Really old.
yeah, we're looking for a C building in the B class area, so you're not
Right.
going to get a cap that high, especially post 1980. So.
Mhm.
So while you're looking, are you doing any PML deals?
I do if I come across a deal, but as well as I do, there's not many deals out there, right? I mean,
Oh, we have tons.
okay.
We have about, I don't know. We do PML though. We don't do EMD.
Oh,
or
right, okay.
close. So we've got probably
6.
no, more than that. We have 1, 2. I think we have 8 active ones right now. Yeah, but 7, maybe 7 or 8 active ones. Yeah.
Okay.
So Yeah, we're always doing PML because we figure we don't want our money just sitting there while it's while we're waiting for our multifamily. This is sort of our thing to do until
That's a
then.
good strategy, yes.
Yeah.
And I was going to comment on the 60 unit. But the reason I chose 100 was three reasons. Because my first time round, I had over 100 doors.
Uh-huh.
The biggest complex was 32. I mean, I had a 5, a 24, 30, 32, a 12, all little things. And the scalability was a problem. And the
It was our job.
Mhm.
yeah, because I mean, I did have like I used a tenant in each complex to kind of keep an eye on things. That's not a good idea.
We tried that.
Yeah.
Yes, that doesn't work. Then you got maintenance, and plumbing was my biggest issue. Always getting a plumber in, they always charge you stupid prices, and with it being a complex, the scalability was really horrible. Anyway, I learned recently, you probably come across this, if you do have smaller ones, you could syndicate with other operators and pool the resources when it comes to scalability. So you can get around it that way. But I've found that it's really, I guess it's 100 units. You can have on-site management. You can have a handyman employed all the time, and you've got good better use of.
The one that we found that was 60 some, actually, maybe it was 70. Whatever
was
it is,
just
right
under
around there,
68, I think.
68. They have a
They partnered with somebody
partner
else.
with another building, and
There
then
we
a
go.
couple days a week,
yeah.
the property manager's there. And then and it's right down the street, so their maintenance guy does both buildings.
Okay, yeah. So you really got more
You're
units under
scaling.
management, yes. Because
Yes, that would be the only way we would do it, yeah.
Because the other issue I had was the only management you could get was dishonest ones. And the small units they stole from me. I tried it a number of times and still ended up managing it. So I wrote a little book, Cautionary Tales about real estate investing the first time round. You know, it knocked me out of the game eventually, you know, and I licked my wounds for 8 years before getting back in. So, and took a whole load of education as well. So I've done them all as well.
So did you have apartments before you went through Tyler's?
Yeah, I had over 100 doors. I lost them though in 2009.
Okay.
I over leveraged. A lot of mistakes. I was stolen from. I was let down by contractors. A whole load of things. Just about every mistake in the book, actually. So I got
We've been there. We
Yeah.
were back there in 08, 2005, and you
Yeah.
learn. And
Yeah.
all these people that are doing this now, you know what's happening in multifamily. There's big problems out there.
Right.
And that's what we're looking, people we know that they over leveraged, they had the variable rate, and it was easy. And these people don't understand when times get tough.
Right.
And there's a lot of things coming up right now. And we're sitting back and waiting. And all these people look, oh, I want to buy duplexes and fourplexes. Those are headache.
Right.
They're
Yes, they
they're
are.
not a single family.
Yeah, they forget it's not just about the cash, it's how you're going to manage it, you know. And you can buy those if you want to do those small things, you can buy those off the peg as well.
Yeah.
There's these service companies, and I would recommend to newbies to do that, you know, because then you don't have to worry about managing them or putting tenants in there and fixing them up, and you just enjoy the cash flow, you know. It's more passive, but buying them off the shelf, you know.
Yeah. So, and I tell people, how many wealthy people do you know that have single family or fourplex? Not many. They keep working, and everybody that's moved up to multifamily.
Look at our leader, Pace. You know, I mean, his money comes from multifamily, most of it.
Absolutely.
He showed
Now.
the figures the other day, and it was way more biased in multifamily than I realized. You know, because you know, I mean, he gets
And
everything
his
on the silver
education.
Yeah, that's right. On a silver platter, you know, he gets all the deals. But
Yeah.
yeah, that's where the money comes from. For energetic, you know, another good.
Well, Vina's newer, her education, she has an underwriting spreadsheet that they don't even use. She's got it in her course.
Okay.
But Vina's raising for a fund. She's when we joined, it wasn't that, it was only 10,000, which wasn't that much compared to a lot of those other ones.
Yeah.
But what we found out now, she's got this fund, so she's developing capital raisers for people that join.
Yeah.
Rock that we're in isn't like that. Dave Lindahl's isn't like, they want you to succeed yourself, but what's come about, it seems like, is
Fundraisers.
fundraiser. That's what Pace is doing. He's paying all these people joined his fund.
Right.
And you can say you own 1,000 units. It doesn't mean a thing.
Right.
As an LP, it doesn't mean a thing that
Yeah,
we're
we
in.
own 1,500. That's great.
It doesn't mean anything.
Have you come across dealestate.io?
No.
Mm-mm.
Okay. I've very nearly joined them because they
Okay.
partner with you. It's not educational. So it's a
Okay.
partnership on the GP side. And they when the acquisition is done, you are the asset manager. That's the hat you wear. But
Huh.
you submit deals to them, and when the deal meets the criteria, they put it through AI. They have a very strong AI platform that does all the analysis on the markets and determines whether it makes sense. You come in with $85,000, and so that goes into an LP side, and you're on the GP side, and you then do the asset manager. So you don't lose your. It's not an educational program where you put the money up and then you might never see it again, right? I mean, you
Okay.
are actually participating in the deal. In all the materials, your name is out there, so you're building your reputation from day one.
Have you done that?
I didn't join them, but I will be.
Is
Okay.
it Deal Estate?
Yeah, dealestate.ai.
Yes.
Estate.
Now there's another, Neil Bawa then, right?
Neil Bauer.
Yeah.
I haven't come across him yet.
Okay. He's
interesting.
He's
You'd
an
probably
interesting
like it.
guy. You'd really like him, I think.
Okay.
He is kind of like a physicist of multifamily, is what they say.
Okay.
He's
And
really smart.
he's really smart. He's got a podcast. I think he's speaking this
Well,
weekend.
put his name in the chat, so I've got his name.
And we
I
heard
have
a
to look how to spell it.
podcast,
Hold on, let me check. And while he's talking to you, I'm gonna look it up.
Nealbawa.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, he did a podcast that was really interesting. And I didn't listen to many of his podcasts, but it talked about the AI, and he was very impressed with it. And what he did, you just run through the operating agreement, anything, you run it through the AI system and it figures it all out.
Yeah.
Give them a rent roll. And it
Wow.
was really interesting. And I talked to the people at one point.
Yeah.
We can underwrite, and it takes a few hours to underwrite, but there's a lot to underwriting.
There is.
You-
We spent in the 3-day workshop, it was 1.5 days of that, and then on the 2, it was 1 day of the underwrite, and it's sheets and sheets of underwriting the things you go through and determining everything with them from the market conditions right through to the comparables, the working out the market cap and for each door and then the capex, and it goes into it all. It's very detailed. So the AI I was going back to, you see, I don't need to worry for my first deal because I haven't done 100 unit yet. I don't need to worry about a sponsor because they are the sponsor.
Okay.
And they will split it 50-50 on the acquisition fee. So at closing, that's a lot, right? Because now I don't think they do 5% like Tyler does, but it's 3%. If I remember rightly, but it's still a very good payday at closing. And then of course you've got the LP side, the distributions on a quarterly basis, and the sharing the equity at the end. So they've currently got 17 that they got at the moment going through, and they've had a good number complete the project from acquisition to disposition.
Okay.
Dan and Mike, these people that we worked with, they only take a 2%. And their GP-LP split is 80-20. That's what Sumrock teaches, 80-20. It's a lot easier to raise money for those.
Oh,
All
right,
these
interesting, because they do 70, Tyler does.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, Tyler does 70-30 and he says a 5% acquisition.
Hmm.
And that,
It's hard to raise money with that.
when you
Yeah, is it?
come,
Okay, interesting.
it's
Thank you.
it's more like how Hayes taught, everybody wins. You
Right.
get more. It's not much more they get, but it all sounds better because these people do all these crazy, they'll do a 70-30 with a waterfall
Hmm.
that people don't understand. And you don't, it's hard to understand waterfalls at times, what happens.
You mean the
Nick beat
segregation,
last
do you
night.
mean?
I'm sorry?
You mean the segregation for tax?
No, once they hit their number,
Yeah.
then the GP
Increase.
gets like another 5 or 10%.
Oh, right, okay.
So it'll go down to a 60-40
Ah,
is what'll, and what these guys that we work with, we're invested in, they're amazing what they do. It's their company's Granite Towers.
Do they do a waterfall?
No.
No, they didn't.
80-20,
Okay.
80-20 split. They just keep buying and buying.
right.
And
And they're still doing distributions during all of this rough
Oh,
time. They know how to buy. They definitely know how to run their buildings and how to buy, so they're
they
doing
get
good.
they get in quick,
Yeah.
get everything done quick. They start moving people around, get the rents raised.
Mm.
And even then, this one that we're in Tennessee, but they only got a 1% rent increase this year in Tennessee.
Mm.
That's the other problem that's going on. Everybody puts these performers up there for 3 or 4%. It's not happening anymore.
Right, right.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah,
and then what else has happened? We're in are you in Gator Elite?
Yes.
yeah.
Okay. Did you join? Are you in CCC, the new one?
No.
Okay.
I joined
Jason,
when for Elite when Pace first developed the Elite, so I got in with
okay.
the testimonial,
Okay. So what happened was when Jake got moved, Jake was doing the Gator Elite.
Yeah.
We're not
I
exactly
like the
sure.
way you said that. It's interesting.
It was funny because
Yeah.
Jake had problems, and
PC. Yeah.
we've all been friends, but I think part of it was he had some problems that we all talked about on the Gator Elite, and we think that's why all
All
at
the
once on
time.
Monday he
Yeah.
got a
Yeah.
call.
Mm.
And everybody has problems,
Of
and
course
more
we
of them
do.
coming up now.
And I actually, quite frankly, I love that transparency because that's an essential ingredient with real estate is attorneys and trouble and how to mitigate that problem. We have to take that into account. That's part of doing business.
And Pate still says, "Oh, they take down any negativity anywhere."
Yeah.
And he comes up with, "Oh, the connector should pay if it loses." That's not their job. It's your job to underwrite. The
Yes.
con These connectors
Correct.
pay that.
Mhm.
And I brought that up on an Abraham Alexis one time, and Abraham goes, "Don't you think they should be responsible? They brought the deal." And I wasn't going to argue.
Mm.
But no.
You've
It's
even
our job. It's our
Right.
money.
Yes,
not
that's
theirs.
right. Yes.
a good deal can go back. We're foreclosing today on a property. We have plenty of equity. It's supposed to be at 10 o'clock. I got to find out what's going on. But things go sideways, and it's how to get out of them.
Yeah. You
Um,
might be interested in what I only found out about this last week, which I can't even believe it exists. But you can have an attorney in your pocket for a low monthly fee. It's Legal Shield.
uh-huh.
You might want to look into that because that will drastically reduce your legal fees and give you access to an attorney unlimited. So that's something you might want to look into.
I knew somebody, must have been 15 years ago, that was selling that. It's a network marketing.
It is.
It
You can
is.
make money, but you can be just a customer. You don't have to
Right.
do the networking side. And it's think of it like insurance. So whenever you need an attorney, because the company pays the attorneys all the retainer, millions of dollars. So the attorneys are not
Mhm.
thinking about his bill, all right, or how long
Okay.
he's on the phone with you. And you
Mhm.
can get legal advice at such a low cost.
Are you in with them?
Yes.
Okay.
I joined instantly. I thought everybody in real estate, especially brokers, if you think about it, they did need an attorney every day with their agents and everything.
Okay.
Have you had to use them yet?
I will be, yes. I only
Yes.
joined last week. So
Okay,
in
good.
fact,
Okay,
if
check
I had
on it.
known about them, if I would have still had all my buildings, I would have taken all my tenants, had representation. When I went to court to throw them out, I thought, well, it's straightforward. They haven't paid the rent, right? But you find out when you turn up that they have free legal aid and the judge just gives them another 30 days. Well,
Right.
imagine if I had an attorney, he'd be able to speak up, right, and get that squashed, right? So having representation is so important, and I could have done it countless times, but I was worried about the bill.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I
But
know.
this is a low fee. You can be in as little as, I think it's 6. You have a business. There's a business side and a personal. If you do both,
Mhm.
you get that for $64.50 a month. So
They like Stephanie's attorney thing.
Is that what she did?
I think similar. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well, it
So-
was really great reconnecting with
it
you.
really
I
is.
feel
Yeah,
like we
absolutely.
see each other all the time, and
You're always
like,
on.
I've got to book
I
a
know.
call.
Yeah,
Graham.
that's right.
So-
Yeah, thank you for your
Well, your
time. Yeah.
screen looks just like what you have on up there now. So
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, yeah. Always be advertising. I mean, that's just what JJ Azizian's
Yeah.
idea
Yes.
is be visible, So I thought,
Mhm.
well, what the heck? It's better than my bedroom. Showing that.
Yeah.
Hey, we usually do too, except for when we're together. It's
Yeah.
too hard to get that background
Right.
when you're together.
Tell you
So
what, let me put in because you might want to check it out. The Legal Shield. I got
Do you have a
because
link for it?
yeah, I'll just put it in
Okay.
the chat here.
Okay.
okay, and then I want you to smile because we're gonna take a picture.
Oh, right, okay.
There you go.
Fantastic. Yeah,
Got it.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, I
fantastic.
saw you on one recent. You talked. It was one about what's that? There are so many Zooms. It's the one about people in other countries.
Oh, right,
Oh,
okay. The tipper, the tippers, is that one?
no, it's on
I popped on there the other
Third.
day.
It's actually
Hmm.
Tuesdays, I think, which is today, right? It's the where is one of these green ones?
Yeah, but
Where in the world?
Well, where in the world? Yes, that's
Yeah.
the tippers, I believe. I
Okay.
like them. They're British too, you see, so I have to
Oh,
like
are they?
them.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, so with Tyler Deborah, did you pay much for his? Did you just go to the weekend?
No,
Okay.
I did. I paid 1,000 and then I paid for the 2 day, just the 2 day. I didn't do the whole 40,000 thing
Okay.
because I'm in this community and Pace and
Yeah.
you
So
know.
did you get a good underwriting spreadsheet?
Yeah, we did as part of our training materials. We do yeah, it's pretty good. It's very
Is it
involved.
an Excel spreadsheet?
Yeah, it's Excel,
Okay.
yes. Yeah.
We didn't get one when we joined when we did his 3-day boot camp.
I'll
But
share
we
it.
didn't.
It was funny because we were
Don't
doing,
tell anyone, I'll share it with you.
okay. No, we were doing they did it all by hand.
Yeah.
And
It's a good
then
idea to learn it by hand first and then the spreadsheet so you know how that works. Yeah.
Yeah,
I wonder if they sent it to us
they
because,
might have because we should have got it. We just never followed up because we had the one from Sunrock
well,
that we've been using.
so do you keep in contact with them?
Yeah. I'm still I've got access to the back training online.
How
By
long ago did you do it?
End of July.
This year?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, we
recent.
gotta look because it's funny. Okay, so I gotta look and see what we got. It's funny because Tyler Devereaux, he Xeroxed all of Dave Lindahl's stuff.
Oh,
Did you
really?
remember? Do you remember the race car video they played? They took a guy, they went to a car dealer and they took a race car driver and took him out for a test drive.
Oh, right. Okay.
It was
Dave,
at the
it's
training.
Dave Lindahl's exact. I have Dave Lindahl's stuff.
Okay.
I have his stuff. It's Xerox. Dave Lindahl's not happy with it.
Oh, right. Okay.
And Tyler's only been doing it a couple of years. I didn't want to say anything if you paid the
He's only
40,000.
39. He's only 39 as well when he
Yeah.
started.
Yeah.
But the people that paid a lot of money, it was funny when we went through the weekend.
Yeah.
The coaches were there. We're underwriting things on paper, and Diane had questions because we've underwritten a lot of deals.
Right.
and they didn't have answers.
Oh,
Because-
really? Well, I was told that the coaches at the bat, they've only been in a couple of years. The one
Yeah,
Yeah.
they call them strategist coach.
okay,
Mine had only been 2 years, and I thought, how can they even sponsor a deal? Because you barely
right.
have not enough experience, and you probably don't have the asset class that we want to acquire, which you need to be a sponsor, and whatever. So,
Yeah, so
Well, if we come across something, we'll let you know. We're
Yeah.
looking to, and
yeah.
maybe you'll want to be part of it and
yeah.
Where do you live?
see.
What's that?
Where do you live?
I live in Knoxville, Tennessee.
Okay,
Yeah, yeah,
Close to us, just
Yeah.
one state over.
just up the road.
yeah. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
definitely
See-
meet and definitely check out the Legal Shield. Do you, sir? Because
Oh,
that'll cut
okay.
your bills big time. And
Hey,
Okay,
there
thank
is
you.
there is something going on up at Knoxville, which is supposed to be an amazing meetup. This is the one Dave
good.
Lindahl puts on.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
we got a friend who's give me 1 second.
He's looking it up.
Nelson,
What's
he's
in the chat for me?
this
Yeah.
one guy, Nelson, he's got, I think he's worth 100 million. He sponsors a lot, and he goes to this, and he said this is the best money raising. Dave Lindahl.
You can
What's
send
his?
it to him if you
I'll
think
send
of
it to
it.
you.
Thank you.
I
Yeah.
gotta find it, but it's coming up, and we thought about going to it.
Well,
This is
come
Dave-
on. We'll go out for a meal or something. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, let me find it. He's not popping up just right here, but they got this one event that's amazing. And Dave Lindahl's got another $30,000 program too,
Okay.
which we
Lindorf.
did
How do you spell Lindorf? Lin?
Lindahl. So we read a book. We had single families, and then we decided we get into multifamily. So there's this book called Multifamily Millions. It was the same. Trump had something called Trump University when he was teaching.
Right. I remember
Dave
that.
Lindahl wrote his book. I said, well, if Trump
Oh,
hired
wow.
him, he must be pretty smart. So we read it.
Yeah. Okay. Very
And
good.
he's
Yeah.
up in Boston. He's been doing it for a long time.
Hmm.
And then he came to LA, and we went to his little 3-day
It was good.
course back in 2013, I think.
Hmm.
We only joined Some Rocks because it was local.
Right.
And we had heard good things, and it really was very good. We got so many great connections through that. And
Yeah.
underwriting was amazing. His
Right.
underwriting's probably the best out there.
That's
It's
good.
Now,
really good.
Michael Blanc has a great spreadsheet. It's about 125. And now what happened was going back to Vina Jetty's.
Hmm.
Vina Jetty's spreadsheet is all filled in, and we didn't know what to delete, and it's really complicated.
Oh,
The
okay.
coaches don't even use it.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
And they say, go buy Michael Blanc's.
We're like, we just bought your program.
You know Michael
Don't we
Blanc,
get
don't you?
yours?
Do
I
you know
haven't
Michael
come
Blanc?
across Michael Blanc yet. No.
Oh, okay. He's big, and he's
Right.
been
Michael
around
Blanc.
since 2015, maybe.
Okay.
LIN.
Because I only really started. July was where I decided it makes sense to large multifamily with what I've been through before. I mean, I've
Okay.
been battle wounded. I was bankrupt in 2009. So
Okay,
my lifelong savings, it was very, very painful.
I imagine. We went through similar in 2008. We had
Yeah.
all of our, we had a bunch of rentals that we had to do short sale because.
And then they gave us a
the-
1099.
Wow.
Yeah,
Let's see.
so,
I mean,
Here-
I was a Walmart cashier in 2009 after
Where are
that.
you?
Right at the bottom. And it took me 8 years of licking my wounds and feeling sorry for myself, really. And then I
mhm.
decided, well, I'll get my real estate license again because real estate actually is in my blood. So it just take a while to lick my wounds, as it were. But retail wasn't my thing. Investing was, and I took all the courses then I've done Brent Daniels, I've done Jerry Norton, I've done Justin Wilmot, I've done Lee Arnold's, you name them, I've
Okay.
done them, and Pace, of course.
Uh.
Yeah. So I spent well over 100,000. I'm well in the six figures on education.
Yeah,
We are too.
we
have
were-
very similar journeys. That's funny,
Yes.
yeah.
We did 1,500 with Lindahl, we probably did 1,500 with Devereaux.
Right,
We did 30,000 with Brad Summerock, plus another 40,
For
right.
his mastermind group.
plus another 20,000 probably traveling, because we all
Yeah.
travel with the mastermind.
That's right. Yeah, because you're flying everywhere. But
Yeah.
And Paces was cheap because a bunch of people in a multifamily, since we're all having a hard time finding things with the change last year.
right.
We learned about Gator, but Pace came and spoke at Brad Sumrock's 3 years ago. And he
Okay.
only had like 40,000 people
Hmm.
on his free Facebook group at the time, and we
Oh,
had never
wow.
heard of him.
Yeah.
So what I did, it's Ari Mentor is Dave Lindahl's,
Okay.
and he's Tyler Devereaux's teacher. And then if you go to live events,
Yeah.
down at the bottom, it's Ultimate Partnering. Last year it was in San Diego. This year it's in Nashville.
Oh, this is that one.
This is
Okay,
the
yeah.
one that this is the big one that I hear from other people. This is the one to go to.
One in Nashville in November.
In
Okay.
November 8th,
Now,
yeah.
how far are you from Nashville?
200 miles.
Okay.
It's not too bad.
So
Actually,
they,
Atlanta's closer than Nashville. So,
okay,
You should fly there and the two of you should go together and split that ticket.
includes one free guest. And then
Yeah.
they have
That would be a really good
these
way to do
upgrades.
it. If both of you went. and
right,
split.
with learn and compare notes and
Exactly, because it would only be like 300 and some bucks then if you split it.
If you pay the extra 797, you get a picture with Dave.
all right.
Dave said he'd sign the book. I had it on my iPad back in 2014.
Yeah, we're
All
like,
right.
I have a book, we have.
But this ultimate partnering is supposed to be the best for networking for money.
Oh, very good. It's really the networking. A lot of the 3-day and the 2-day that we did, we got each other's
Mhm.
names and addresses and network.
Yeah,
And that is always very powerful because,
yeah.
Did they spell admission right?
No, admission is spelled wrong. ADMI. Isn't there only one D in admission? Yeah. I'm looking at the ticket. They spelled it wrong.
Oh.
They had someone spell check.
So
funny.
yeah, Ari Mentor live events and
Yeah. So looks like it's 747. You get one free guest. Well, let us know if you're gonna go.
I
We could
will. I'll definitely do
that.
the thing about.
Okay.
I've got an event actually on October the 4th in a few days' time, so I'm flying with that one. I'm flying to Dallas.
what event?
It's an event with Legal Shield for learning
Okay.
all about it more. Because with my background, with what I've been through, I thought, man, this is amazing. I've got to get up with it. It's mitigate. You know, if I'm going into large multifamily with millions of dollars, I want an attorney in my back pocket for less than $200 a month. You know.
Yeah.
So yeah. So.
Well, I don't know if you have any money that you're looking for a short-term investment on, but we have
Yeah.
some deals that we're doing with these gentlemen in Detroit.
Okay.
They've been really good deals. So they are 2 months. They just they're getting these houses for 50,000 in Detroit, and they're
Okay.
buying them up in groups of them. So 50,000 plus about 15 in rehab.
Oh,
So they do
okay.
like a
So
66,000.
the raised in the neighborhood, are they kind of
Yeah.
idea? So they buy enough of them and then fix them and raise.
Yep,
the
they're
area?
doing the west side of Detroit, which is the side that's improving right now. They have a whole like it's called the green light district. They put green lights on all the businesses there, so when there's crime, the entire neighborhood is notified. It's supposed to be like they're really fixing it up. Anyways, if you're
Send that to
interested
me.
in it,
Yeah, yeah.
I'll
Okay.
send it to you. I have a recording of the meeting.
Okay.
We did a little meeting with them with a bunch of people we invited to it for the next group of homes that they buy. So I'll
Right,
send it to
okay.
you and see
Yeah,
if you're
that's my
interested.
email again. Yeah, so
Yeah.
send it to that. That'd be great. Yeah.
Okay, they're nice because they're short. We are only doing very short-term things because we do want to keep our money
Me too.
liquid.
Yeah,
So
yeah. So because any deal that I do in large multifamily, I take an LP position as well. You know, because that's important to capital raise so that you have money invested in the project.
yeah, exactly.
So we normally do 50,000 per deal. We don't do
Okay.
more, and we lend for one project per person at a time. So these guys have 20 projects going, we'll only lend on one of them.
We'll
Right.
probably do two of
Or
theirs.
two, this one we'll do two. The one we're foreclosing on, we lent on 2 properties from this person, and everything started going bad. We got the money back from one,
Right.
but we wait until we're
Made
done.
whole.
That's
we-
wise. Yes,
Yeah.
that's
We did it.
Yeah.
We had put over $1 million in with somebody years ago. We sold our house in California, made money, and when things went bad, we were building houses and selling them. It went bad, and it was all gone.
Wow.
So
I'm
running.
not going to cut you off, but Zoom
Yeah.
is in a minute.
Yeah.
But it's been
Okay.
a
It
It was
real
really nice
thrill.
chatting. Yeah, it was
So-
great.
Thank you so much for your
Oh,
time.
sure.
Well,
Okay.
thank you.
I
Appreciate it.
I treasure you guys. You're an
Okay.
example to the community and clear leaders and
you.
an
You too. You're
inspiration.
chipping in and
Yeah.
getting off the house.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm very quiet. You see, I'm very
Yeah.
quiet.
Okay. Great talking to you.
Bye.
Okay,
Bye-bye.
bye.
Thank you.